Green flag in the air as Vincent Allen and Eugene Max lead us to the green flag for the first of the two Rockingham dual races here in Rockingham Raceway, Motor Speedway, whatever, in UK. Vincent Allen blasts off into the sunset already as we are 3 wide. We're 3 wide, a couple of rows deep, as per usual of this over a mile-long racetrack in England. It's always fun coming here. It's become a staple in the DuPont franchise. And it looks like Vincent Allen is going to lead our first lap of the day as DeMax slots in along with Fibrosis. Ooh, Mason blocking and Rogers getting into each other there. They're always having a bunch of fun times together in contact, and Skabnicki's off. And looks like he hold the car in, but second lap chaos already brewing up, and we are going 3 wide all over the dang place. This is a very wide track, which does allow this type of racing here, though it's not recommended, as Mace coming through the middle in between Rogers and Pollard. This track allows for a lot of insane racing here. Oh, we've almost got a turn. Matt Duncan running in the 8th place position, surprisingly, with John Skabnicki behind him. I think that was actually Kevin, well, who knows, but Matt Duncan trying to defend 8th from Skabnicki is the A2 all over the back bumper of the 42. Here comes Skabnicki down to the inside. Matt Duncan holding station though. Matt Duncan could really use a good run. Our points there is Jordan Smith currently running in 11th position, dying with Jay Baskinger for the Spy. Not a good start for our points leader, as you know everyone's going to be gunning him down. And with the reverse grid in place, there's a good chance to make up ground on Smith in the points if he doesn't charge his way forward quickly. But this is the battle for 11th. Baskinger's giving him a fight. Dives down to the inside, pressuring the points leader. And we stay clean. William Duncan just now passed Eugene Max for the 2nd place position. John Cedino following in behind, as drivers trying to charge their way towards the 0 car. William Duncan shot out of a rocket in those last couple of laps. This 6 car's got some speed on it, that's for dang sure. Duncan has caught the 0 car really quickly here as he gets a great run off the corner. And Duncan now looking for the lead here. He dives down to the inside. Allen gives him room. Duncan gives contact a tiny bit. Sweeps on by. John Cedino now trying to work his way forward. He's going to take 2nd from Allen. Dylan Young wants to try and force the 0 car to 4th. William Duncan leads the lap there. We've got 3 car battle per second. Dylan Young makes a diving move. He goes from 4th to 2nd right there. And Allen almost hits the wall. Dylan Young challenging Duncan for the lead, and he goes by without an issue. A good pass by Dylan Young, another lead change. Very competitive start. John Cedino now, he's trying to work his way up to Duncan. That 36 car's also got some decent speed, surprisingly. Although that Mayota Incorporate team has been full of surprises this season. We just had 3 car battle for 2nd, now we got 3 car battle for 8th with Michael Block, a former winner here. Probably the most controversial winner at this racetrack ever. If you need a reminder, all the way back in Season 9, I believe, Michael Block was challenging rookie Jerry Guerrera in what was looking to be a huge upset until Block turned him around and caused a very, very scary crash involving more than 10 cars, and was not a very popular move by that driver, by Mr. Block, and he hasn't really done anything major since then, but Block still booed here constantly every season. He had the largest amount of boos in the driver intros. James Shelley, one of the 2 British drivers in the field, him and Galligan. Shelley currently sitting in the 26th spot, trying to work his way up to 25th, although he's got flip sides, and Tamir DeLeese in front of him here. Pretty good run for the Manchester United team, as that one car's been able to really qualify for a lot of races this season. However, they're really showing they're doing quite well the top 25 run, and Stuttgart 89 Motors themselves, and with Shelley and Finguy, are also trying to get a good run today. We're back to a 3-car battle per second again with Vincent Allen, Cittadino, and William Duncan, as Dylan Young is starting to pull a gap. I think the 0 car is actually gaining on the 2 car a little bit, although here comes Cittadino with the draft along with Duncan. This is still anyone's race at the moment. Young has not really pulled far enough away to where we can call him a winner like Pollard did last season, where he led every lap and went on to win the second race, which was quite an impressive feat for him, but these 3 are still staying with Young for the most part. We'll see how this battle unfolds, as they're keeping single file, but they are drafting quite well with each other. On the back bumper of the number 9 of Chevy Brosses, he's currently sitting in 7th position. He's got MBR cars and CBM cars behind him as well, as you're looking at 8th, 9th, and 10th. Respectively behind him. Vibralsis just came off a win in South Korea a few weeks ago. It was a very fun race to watch, and now he's trying to continue this consistent streak that he's starting to pull off here. If he can get a great finish here after the win that he got last 2 weeks ago, then we could possibly see another possible threat for Jordan Smith's points lead. And I can't speak today. Currently, surprisingly running at 37th and 38th are Alan Cavanero and Chris Washer. There was a lot of discussion during the pre-race of whether or not drivers were going to head up to the front early and try to get early points. And there was some discussion of drivers thinking of purposely backmarking this race so that they could get a good start in the front in the second duel. And it looks like, knowing Alan Cavanero and Chris Washer's talents and skill, it looks like they might be pulling that strategy off, because these are not normal times for these two. I mean, these are 2 guys who run the top 20 every week. And pit stops are beginning here. Cavanero stays out, but looks like we got a couple of cars playing back marker. Dylan Young first out of pit road. And now is an unbelievable pit stop. Vincent Allen loses a couple spots, and Dylan Young's pit crew getting it done. And I think Dylan Young's going to have a larger gap. An unbelievable pit stop by Dylan Young will put the 2 car, who only had a 0.25 second lead, in. He now has a 3.5 second lead now. So 3 seconds gained by Dylan Young on pit road. Excellent job by this 2 car team. Charles Sanford is charging through the field. This is a familiar sight. Sanford won at Rockingham here last season, where he basically obliterated his way through the field and dominated the final half of the race. So I think he's too far back to contend for Dylan Young, as that's Nick Mason front. He currently is running in the 16th spot. I wouldn't really count Sanford out, especially if we got a caution. But look at him gain. He is going to sweep on by Nick Mace without a problem. Although Mace does shut the door, and Sanford still edges his way by. Sanford on the move, probably praying for a caution. Oh boy, here we go. Jordan Smith, Michael Block, 1-2 in the points, going out at 1-1 for 9th. And ooh boy, so close there. Block wants to gain on Smith in the championship here. And he passes by, so Block will clear up a small portion of that points gap for now, although I suspect it's not going to mean a lot, especially considering how large that points lead is. Almost 100 points. That's almost 2 races ahead. But we've known in previous seasons that any gap is not too hard to close in this series, as they are making their way past Vincent Allen, and Block is moving him with ease. But the chase is on. Smith is staying with the 29. Wherever Block passes, Smith will follow. It's currently 4th and 5th for Team Thunder with Matt Duncan and William Duncan, as Matt Duncan trying to hold 5th from Jacob Anthony here, and Anthony easily sweeps on by the 42. Matt Duncan loses the 5th place spot, though he crosses over on Anthony, who dives it a little bit too hard into the corner, but makes it stick, and Matt Duncan now going to have to go for a counterattack, but it's been an incredible day for Mr. Matt Duncan today. He is running the top 10 this entire time, which is very impressive for him. 3-car battle for 25th. Jessica Deanna Shelton fighting her way forward, and she passes 2 cars with 1 stone and contact Hall and Davis into each other. Shelton made the pass, and there goes Lamas into Jordan Davis dive bomb, and that's going to end up in a caution, and caution is out. That was not what Dylan Young wanted to see, and Lamas, I don't know what kind of move that was, as everybody's scattering to go by the slower cars. I don't know what Lamas was thinking there, trying to split the needle. That doesn't really work here too often. And our first caution of the day is now. Replay of the incident here. Davis gets loose, Hall gets... He drives it in too hard to the corner, and here comes Lamas with a full head of steam, panics into Hall, and just clips the 8. And I don't think Lamas was too happy there. As you see, he was... Oh, yeah, Lamas was not happy at all. And I think they're probably using a lot of hand gestures at this part here. Oh, boy. Here we go. Should be the final restart. 7 laps to go. Dylan Young leads us to the flag. And he's got a barrage of lap cars behind him. As Jordan Davis and Sean Angel. And Cedino trying to work his way past. Lap cars in the way. This is what Dylan Young wants, and he's already pulled a gap because of it. Sanford doesn't have enough time, but he needed that caution, and now he's in the top 10 as he's muscling his way past Duncan. Tiny bit of contact, but Sanford's fighting Alex Allen. All of a sudden, Alex Allen's now up here in the front. Sanford muscling his way past. He's going to get a good point stay at this rate. Fibrosis and Cedino, I believe, are out of time. They've got less than 4 laps to catch Dylan Young, and you can see Fibrosis, he's making progress, but I think he needed more time and probably less lap traffic as he wipes his way past Cedino. And now the 9 focusing his sights on the 2. White flag for Dylan Young in the 2 car. Young had a good car at the start, pushed his way through the field after a decent qualifying spot, took the lead, never looked back. A good pit stop put him far in front of the field, and lap traffic at the start of the last green flag restart propelled him into a decent lead as he comes into the final 2 corners. Dylan Young ended a long winless streak last season. It's not much of a winless streak this time, but Dylan Young wins the first Rockingham race. Go, Jordan Davis, Chris Louvier, as they lead us to the reverse grid race here at Rockingham and Flyby. As we come to turn number 1, Jordan Davis, who finished last. Here comes Pollard, who pretty much backmarked it the last race into the corner here. And oh, Pollard gets into him and he saves it. Unbelievable save by Pollard as he blends back into the track. But what a save by the 81 car. We have to look at that again. Get a replay. We look at this replay. Watch this. He gets almost completely sideways, and he somehow sticks the car. I don't know how he did that. For Pete's sake. Slow motion again. This deserves a lot of replays, but look at the car. Good Lord, any more? If that turned any more, that would have been a wreck. What a fantastic piece of driving by Stephen Paul III. That's gonna earn a lot of rewards, and that's gonna be on SportsCenter. Meanwhile, all hell is breaking loose for third. Oh, for Pete's sake, this looks ugly as hell. Oh my God, this is absolutely nuts. We in the pre-race show they talked about how nuts this reverse grade is gonna be, and look at how nuts it is. Oh Lord, help me. Oh my goodness me, how are we not have a caution yet? Everybody seems to be calming down, but this is absolutely insane. Oh, the caution is out. We have a crash. Crash in the back between some of the up front runners from the last race as Duncan slides into Dutta, causing Dutta to fly into Jordan Smith and DJ Curtis and Matt Duncan with a piece. And first caution of the day. Jordan Davis leads us back to the green flag. Pollard and Roberto Sergio complete the top three here. And Sergio with a beautiful start. He's already up to Pollard. Roberto Sergio in the 06 for G-Tech Systems Racing. And look at the charge that 06 car is making already, going for the lead. Roberto Sergio, Italian racer, in one of the Patriots Trophy drivers for this season. Pretty good run for him so far. It is a reverse grab, but that honestly doesn't mean much considering the racing. That should probably cause you more wrecks than it should already be. But Davis leads. Sergio charging forward. That Italian wants to take the lead. Oh boy, he charges into the 8. Will he turn him? No, Roberto Sergio wants to make a cleaner pass than that, and he does not. Roberto giving everything he's got, but Davis holds station. Here we go, 3-car battle for the lead. That's Chris Washer, who we are assuming stayed in the back on purpose in that last race, now using that strategy to his advantage as he works his way past Jordan Davis with these. Now he's charging after Roberto Sergio, who takes the lead. Sergio wants to lead a lap though. Will Washer let him do that? Here comes the 6 underneath. Actually, that is the 5, my bad. And Sergio actually leads a lap this season. That's different. Davis charging forward here. Ooh, gets into the 06, and they save it. Not a Pollard type save, but a save nonetheless. Good job by both those guys, and we are free of a caution now. The reverse grid allows for a lot of drivers who are not really up in the front a lot. They're able to actually make some upfront runs here for a bit, like Amina Dali. She's currently running in the 8th place position. She's not very much of an experienced racer compared to her brother, her older brother. And she's the second Bosnian driver in the field, which is kind of odd to say, but she is doing well, I guess, top 10. And the competition is coming up behind her, so we'll see how she holds station until then. But for now, she's having a decent run. Well, it took less than 15 laps, but Trevor Broses is all the way into the top 20 already. Dylan Young is trying to follow behind, and caution is out again, and we have a spinner, it looks like. Take a look at what happened. Charles Jackson turns Nick Mace around. That was enough to bring out a caution. Whoa! That's Alex Allen. And oh, Jordan Smith, our points leader's in the wall. The points leader's in the wall. He got turned. Jordan Smith, our points leader, in the wall with damage. That's a big slap in the face. Let's take a look at Jordan Smith. He overshots it into Alex Allen and hard into the wall. He was lucky he didn't rebound into anybody and hits the wall twice, and this 80 car is junked. But this is going to be a huge, huge slap in the points lead for sure for Jordan Smith. St. Parthura leads us back to the green flag. We had pit stops under caution. It was Pollard who got out in front first. So nice job by Pollard as Chris Washer fell from first to fourth. So decent job by the Pollard pit crew. They always do a decent job. It's how they won Finland. So Good job. We'll see how long he can stick this lead, though. Charles Fibrosis is charging through, and Seth Cole falls to 14th. But if you might notice here, Seth Cole does not have his roof anymore. During pit stops, they had an issue with the roof, so they literally just took it off, and I don't think that was a good idea. As you can see, he is dropping places very quickly, as a lot of drivers are easily getting their way around. Vincent Allen's also starting to charge through, but Seth Cole, I think, is off the pace for now. Amina Delise battling for second with Jake Baskinger. I never thought I'd ever say that in my entire life, but Delise now, she pushes into second. Cody Lamas now, he pushes his way into fourth, as Davis is starting to fall back. Alan Cavanero now, he's pushing forward as well. I'm saying pushing like crazy. A lot of cars now charging through. They want a chance at the lead. 1-2 from last race, battling for 11th as Dylan Young has caught Fibrosis, and he's going to work his way past him. Dylan Young still got a very strong car. That's the same car from earlier today. Fibrosis now trying to rebound, but Dylan Young's on the charge. Roberto Sergio was definitely the loser on that pit stop. He fell back a good chunk during pit stops, and that car just keeps on falling back here, as I think that's Jeffrey Finn guy going 3 wide with Alex Allen, Jacob Anthony. I don't know why. That's actually James Shelley, my apologies, but Roberto Sergio, tough break for him. Washer, who was leading before that caution came out, then pit road messed him up. He's fallen all the way down to 9th as he battles Davis for 9th place here, as Fibrosis is now charging forward. So tough break for Washer so far. He's got plenty of time to rebound. Same for Davis. They both got time to rebound here. So we'll see how they do. We still got some time left. Meanwhile, Amina Delise takes the lead here in the 97. Oh, contact with Lamas and Pollard. Lots of contact today. It's been a hardcore race as Amina Delise, she's actually leading. This is a very surprising run. What a job by her today. As Cody Lamas now with the charge, although that's a much more powerful car. The engine's a lot stronger in those 48s, and you can see why, but Delise, I think that's her first lap led of the entire year, so nice job by her. But here comes Mr. Lamas. Cody Lamas needs a win, that's for dang sure. On board with the 4th place car of Nico Hall. Hall had a pretty good run the first race, so he definitely worked his way forward quickly again. Alan Cavanero's the car in front of him, and 4-car battle for the lead here. Cavanero shoving the 48 around, no surprise there. But they're working their way past Delise. She remains respectful, gives room to everyone else. And a respectful drive by Delise, she lets them go. But we've got a 4-car battle for the lead, and Cavanero sweeps the lead away from Cody Lamas, so nice job by the 83 team. Alex Allen, the 08 car, has blown up in 17th position. And that's a tough break by Alex Allen there. He had a great run the first race, and engine pops like a cherry. Deanna Shelton trying to keep herself within the top 20 here. She hasn't been up in the top 10 much today, but she has remained up in the top 20, and she's currently in 14th here. So nice job by the 94 car, and she's doing quite well. Oh, trouble! Charles Jackson causes another wreck, and Nick Smith is around, and William Duncan slams into the 96. And caution flies yet again. Wow. Well, Charles Jackson already wrecked Nick Mace earlier, and that's not helping his reputation. He slides into the grass. Some tough break for the 54. Not tough break for the 54. Tough break for the 94 team. They were running in 28th, which was pretty high for their standards. Alan Cavanero leads us back to the green flag. And after that stupid wreck is Nico Hall in second. He makes a maneuver on the 83 car for the lead here. And look at the run that 07 car got as contact with Cavanero. But here comes Chris Louviere. Where did he come from? Louviere, who kind of fell to the back earlier. Now he's making a move for the lead here is with Hall, Cavanero. Here comes Jay Baskinger. The field leveling together here. No way. Baskinger looking for 4 wide. He's going to try it. It could work. It does. Baskinger made it 4 wide. We're 4 wide still. Washer passes by. He goes from like 7th to 2nd in 1 turn. What a move by Jay Baskinger. What a move by Jay Baskinger. 4 wide into the corner. And he makes it stick and passes 3 cars. That might be one of the best passes in the entire series history. I don't know what to say. I am absolutely speechless. I never thought that could work. But right now, Baskinger is the leader, as we've seen before. But Chris Washer, Chris Louviere, they know that they've got to make a charge towards the front. It's not fun and games right now. But this is the closing stages of the race. Baskinger trying to hang on. Louviere, Washer, as Louviere passes into 2nd place. He whipped him right out, for Pete's sake. But Chris Louviere, if there's a driver who could really use this run, it's him. This 14 car was 1 position short of a points-paying finish last week at South Korea. This is why the reverse grid's fun. You get to see the bad drivers do well. Well, not the bad ones, but the more challenged drivers. And that piece of the track looks like DNA now. A string of DNA. That's interesting. That was an epic move by Baskinger, but it really cost his teammate Val Cavanero away from the lead all the way down to possibly falling out of the top 10. As Amina Delise, she shoves her way by. Vincent Allen now pushing his way by. But Cavanero, he needs to start rebounding here. He won in England. He won an England race earlier in the season. He's trying to do the same again. Oh, this looks fun. Zach Rogers making it 3 wide on Dylan Young and Zachary Fitzwater, and he does. He passes 2 cars. So nice job by Zach Rogers. He's pushing his way forward. I have said that phrase so many times tonight. He is racing his way forward. How about that? Chris Louviere has to run on Baskinger for the lead. 14 car looking for the lead. Washer now licking his chops. He sees the leaders in front, and he knows that as soon as they start battling, he's going to gain. He already is, but Louviere and Baskinger, 2 cars. Oh my goodness me. Louviere, Jay Baskinger, 2 guys with some of the worst luck you could ever see battling for the lead. Louviere has been in so many wrecks. So has Baskinger. Here comes Chris Washer now. Washer himself hasn't really had a good season either. Pericles back up to 4th. Amina Delise, she's up to 5th. This is anybody's ball game right now. Chris Louviere, he's actually going to lead a lap here. That's surprising. Well, not surprising at this point, but it's fantastic for him. He's probably just to be happy to see clean road in front of him. Baskinger, though, staying in touch, and he rebounds on the 14. The 84 car is strong. That's for dang sure. As Louviere, he's still trying to hold it. I don't think the 14 car has enough engine power compared to the Red Bull to hold the lead or pull away. But he's going to try. And here comes Pericles now as the 4 car battle for the lead. This is a long highlight reel. And now Delise, she pushes her way forward. Look at the rear of Jay Baskinger, the leader. We've got 10 cars that are trying to battle for this win, it looks like. Yeah, we've got the top 9 are separated by less than 2 seconds here. This is unbelievable. An even better view, Nico Hall, he's in 9th. He's currently the back of the pack at the moment in this front 9. But you can see this field is still stuck together. Any of these top 9 are going to win this race with only a couple of laps to go. Amina Delise trying to put herself on upset alert as she battles with Pericles for 4th. Baskinger is not too far away in front of her. I think she could potentially charge after him. That 97 isn't really much of a powerful car, but in the draft it's pretty good. And she's trying to muscle her way past the 45. She does. She makes the move. Now she's trying to go for 2nd here. And Louviere looks like he wants to help. And Washer now as he makes the move. We've got lap traffic in front. That looks dangerous. Oh boy, oh, this could be bad. Oh, hold on to it, guys. And they hold it. Smith, both the Smiths being, well, not, okay, that was Sean Angel, but dang. And Jay Baskinger now, that helped him a lot as he's starting to pull away. Less than 4 laps to go. DeLeese and Washer one-on-one here. This is the battle for second. DeLeese is trying to make it run at Baskinger, but Baskinger has clean air, and that's where the Red Bulls shine. When those Red Bulls get clean air, they almost always pull away. It's 60% of the time, it works every time. But DeLeese, what a race it's been for her as she takes second away from Mr. Washer. Louvier now, he'll take third himself. Louvier wants a podium, that's for dang sure at this point. White flag for Jay Baskinger in the 84. Bad luck Baskinger. Look at this, Baskinger fighting his way forward. It's been a while. It's been it's been over 100 races since Baskinger's last win, which was at Daytona back in season 7, where he was pretty much the only driver to make it on fuel. But bad luck Baskinger. Finally, after so many struggles, is gonna win a DuPont World Series of Race again. Here at Rockingham, the streak is over, and bad luck Baskinger finally has gotten rid of the bad luck.